Good morning. Welcome to our day. Welcome to our day. I'm not really sure what's going on with her mouth though. She looks like she's smiling. So, you know the other day, well, it's about a week ago when we went shopping last, we had that little old deer get arsey because we wanted to get into the back of my car. Well, 2 of the 3 stickers have arrived in addition to the one that was already on the car. We now have this one and that one, and there's going to be a third one which is like really, really bright and colourful. So hopefully, just hopefully, people might actually be able to read, because there will be 4 signs on our car stating not to park close to our boot. But so far this morning we were out the house before 9:30 and we've been to the collection office for the post because we missed the parcel, and we've now just been shopping. So I think we're going to be home and have breakfast before 12 o'clock, which I'm quite impressed with. Soph, however, was not impressed that we were leaving the house before 9:30 this morning. She couldn't understand why I woke her up, but I told her that I had already been awake for about an hour reading before I even started my nabs. So I got bored sitting there. So.
In my defence, I'm not in a good mood today.
No, Soph's in a foul mood, which doesn't really top most days at the moment, but the fact that she can acknowledge it today is a huge start. So this is on the way to recovery.
I can't help it.
So yes, at least she's acknowledged that she's in a pissy, foul mood, and
It's stressing me out.
maybe we could deal with that in a management sort of... Oh, shit. Sorry, I'll lean forward. Hopefully we can deal with it in a manageable sort of way. But for now, I'm going to get in the car. So we'll see you later. We're home! I bought back a pack of 3 durable phone chargers that was encased in something and encased in something else, and it said that it wasn't supposed to break easily. Mine broke. So I emailed them because obviously it's only literally a month old, I think it is, and they replied saying, like, asking for a picture of the cable not working, and I was just gonna merrily, Alba, no baby girl, because you really are proving mummy right. No, we don't eat this, okay? Because that I'm sure that didn't taste nice, did it? I can't believe you. I cannot believe you at all. Good girl for letting me have it though. Yeah, they sent a message saying if I could send a picture.
What is she eating? What is she eating?
Nothing.
What is she eating? What is it, Alba?
Show mummy.
What is it?
Show mummy. Show mummy.
Yes!
Well done for showing mummy, Alba. Well done. Good girl. On the way out this morning, I was picking out some dead weeds from the flower pot, and I chucked them on the floor. And Soph was like, the girls are going to eat that. And I'm like, no, they won't. It's been dangling down for ages, and they haven't.
And then my next thing was, yes, but they'll want the mud. Oh!
Damn it!
Funny that.
But I took it out of Alba, put it on the table, and literally you just heard. I said, show mummy. And Alba literally just climbed up from where she was sat and went up to the table and was just like, mummy, it's right there. You're right.
And
But back to the charger. It's not very often she's right. Babe, I'm vlogging. I don't have the facilities yet. Look at this curl. I'm just a newbie. I don't pay for my editing things. What are you doing, Dixie? You're quite capable of getting the ball. No, the chair has. Back to the charger. They emailed back asking for a picture showing that the charger doesn't work. And I was literally just going to merrily send a picture saying, not working. And Sophie was just like, how are you supposed to send a picture of the charger not working when the charger doesn't work, so your phone doesn't charge, so technically your phone is dead? So I emailed that back to them, and in a Chinese sort of translated English, they were kind of like, ah yes, please ignore previous question. And then like went on, and then they were just like, if you have Amazon Prime, we can send you a replacement and you don't have to pay for postage. But don't worry, if you don't have Amazon Prime, spend £20 and get free delivery.
Alba,
And I'm like,
go show mummy.
oh damn it. Why? Why do you have to be a clever shit? Huh? They've been dangling there since last summer, and you've not touched them.
I didn't want them till you proved me wrong.
So this just goes to show, Spaniels are clever arseholes, and they will do anything to, what's the word? Play your mummies off one another, like a child does when mummy won't do this and mummy won't do that, or mummy won't do this and daddy won't do that, or daddy won't do this and daddy won't do that.
That was a lot of this and that.
Gotta be inclusive. Toast. SoSocksy. Time. Do 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 do. Bobby hour.
Oh. What? Oh, that was like nails on a chalkboard.
Really?
Oh, shivers.
Shiver me timber. Can't get in the bloody thing. Oh,
Nice colour paper today.
it is. Oh. Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Kitty cats. And doggy wogs.
So cute.
With their little tail coming up. You can see it better on this one. Does this one have a tail? Yeah, and this one's got a... Oh, that's not... That can't be a cat. That's got to be like a raccoon. That's like Alba's raccoon toy.
Yeah, it does look like a raccoon. I mean, it might be a raccoon. I think it's a raccoon.
I think the intention is a cat. But that certainly looks like Alba's raccoon toy.
Either way, it's pretty cute.
And they're just so soft and amazing. Sophie's even started wearing my SoSocksy socks. I do believe she wore one today. But when they are this cute, this soft and this gorgeous, can you blame her? Whoop whoop! I'll put in a description the SoSocksy thing, because you can get money off or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll put the link in the description for you to have a peruse. But for now, it's nap time, so we'll see you in a bit. This makes me super happy. Mail going out to pen pals and birthday mail. So stinking cute. And I love this washi tape here. And if I flip them over, we've got pretties there, and we've got pretties there. Look at that succulent washi tape. And then there's pretties here. Look, it's a cork sticker of Piglet. And then there's more pretties, and more pretties there. Yay! Afternoon, lovelies. I'm literally just on my way to the post box. Soph and I have just literally taken the girls out to play, and before we even went out, I was just thinking, they're not going to last. It's extremely hot. When we went to sleep, well, when I went to sleep about, I think it was about 1, I fell asleep in the end. It was 14 degrees then. I don't know what it is yet, well now, but it is a lot hotter. And I was awake for about an hour after Soph did. After Soph woke, sorry. And she was pacing backwards and forwards, just desperate to want to go out. And literally the second we got out, I think we've literally only been out 5 minutes, just over, if that. And they've gone in. They're absolutely knackered. But like I said, I'm on my way to post box to post all the mail that I've just shown you. But man, I do not feel good. My oxygen is really hurting my nose because my hay fever this year seems to have just taken off, and I'm either getting a really runny nose or it's like super dry, and the oxygen dries me out as it is, and it's creating sores on the inside of my nose, and it just makes me not want to wear my oxygen because it hurts so much. Like, it's radiating down into my teeth even. It's that painful, and I just don't like it. I've also got a very scratchy throat, which is also hurting because not a day goes by where I don't cough a lot, as you guys know because of the vlogs. And coughing when my throat is like this is just pure agony. But there's not really much I can do. I mean, I was prescribed antihistamines. Hang on. No. Yeah, I was prescribed antihistamines, but the problem is the antihistamines that I had, you can't have during pregnancy, so I had to stop them. But what I don't want to do is restart them and then it be the case that we start trying for a baby then again, when my tummy's healed, and us having to wait for the drug to get out of my system again, and I don't want it. So it's just literally going to be the case that I'm going to have to plough through and just deal with the symptoms as they come, really. But it's still not pleasant. Soph is struggling with her lady monthlies. Since she lost Sky in 2015, her periods just haven't been right. She either has nothing for months or she's continually bleeding, and she's been bleeding now literally since February. So not like continuous. She'll have about 3 days off, and then she's then bleeding for 3-4 weeks. Then she has 2-3 days off, and it's just a cycle like that. The amount of times we've tried to get her a smear test is unbelievable, because obviously she doesn't really want to have it done while she's full on bleeding. But I'd be thinking it's going to be the case that we've got no choice and she's going to have to do it. We've also said that if things carry on with the way they are, like within the next week or so, then we're just going to have to go to the doctors and get it seen again. I mean, last time, after like the process of when she was losing Sky, the doctors did offer her meds to stop the bleeding, but we didn't really want to do it. But I'm thinking it's going to be what we're going to have to do this time. Who knows? But for now, it's just exhausting her, and she's getting super tired from it, which is why she's also sleeping a lot as well. But I am just home, so we'll see you in a bit. Chocolate just got to be on the shopping bag as well. I know.
Well, it is alive now.
Very true. Out. Go see mummy.
You need some help with that. Want some assistance? Thank you.
Raccoon. Playing with Raccoon, Mum. Is she gonna run back in for the lion? She's moved it over. Yes, she did. You can't really burn because I've got the collar on. If I graph, it won't go off.
It will. I came back for life. Oh, shoe.
Your feet smell, Mum. You led on a Hoover. Stand up for this. Them ears. Flop, flop, flop. Big teeth. You've got a beard. He's mine. Do you need assistance? Ah, Mummy! I'm taking my lion. Oh! Where can I go? Oh! Dixie, do you need help? Outside.
See? Would you like me to take that off? I'm not tell over this.
Right up.
That's a lot higher than I just.
Shall we remove your beard? Good girls. Good evening. We were reading earlier, which you probably saw actually because we were holding books whilst we were filming Dixie being super cute.
Yeah.
But the book that I'm reading is a medical one, and every time something hilarious happens, I let Soph know. She always gets cheesed off, but then afterwards she's laughing hysterically and appreciates that I told her.
Some of them are funny, but when I'm reading, or like, for example, literally just now watching videos on YouTube, it's really annoying. And yet if I do it to her, she gets really annoyed because of the fact that, like, she forgets what she's doing or something.
I did offer for her to read the book herself, but she said no. So I said,
what's the point? I already know half of it.
I said I could be quiet, and she insisted that I wasn't.
No, I didn't. I said, yes, be quiet.
Oops. But, update on the stepdad. He's doing really well.
You okay?
Like we said yesterday, he had the breathing tube taken out. He's remained 24 hours without needing the support. So at the moment he's not going to need the tracheostomy. But obviously if he does deteriorate quickly, then that will be the protocol put in place. That they'll just go straight down that route. He's still got the NG feeding, which is the feeding tube. NG tube, which is the feeding tube. And they're going to be keeping it in for a good few weeks. He thought it was only going to be like another 24-48 hours. But he's still quite underweight. So they want to make sure that he gets back to the weight that he should be for his height.
And obviously because he's not eaten in a long time, they need to be careful of how much they feed him. And if he can't manage to physically eat enough, then that's why they're keeping the tube in, so that they can like top him up for the rest.
Same
of
with like fluids as well, because that was a big thing that ended up making his heart go bad, was he was getting really dehydrated. So yeah, and he's got a nose like mine that you can only get the tube up the one nostril, which makes it very difficult for passing tubes, and it really hurts. So obviously they don't want to pull it and then be in a situation that they can't get one back in easily. So whilst it's safe to keep it in, they're just going to do it like that way for him. When Mum rocked up, I think it was lunchtime, she went into his little bay and she was just like, well, where is he? And then she peered around the corner and his back was up against the wall, and literally they just hugged and cried, and it was just all super emotional.
And I get emotional, and now I'm like, because obviously he wanted to surprise her by being stood up. Yeah. So he stood there waiting.
And super cute.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, I deal with it.
And Mum had to pass me a message. The other day I read to you guys what it was I put in the card, and I put on the end about P.S. something about it's okay to poop in a cardboard something or other,
As long as you don't do it during lunchtime, wasn't it? Something like that?
Something like that. And to like not worry about it, and once you've done it, you'll just be able to do it whenever. And he said to my mum to pass on a message saying he's used the cardboard box. And it just like really made us chuckle, because obviously he was quite drugged up when Mum took our card in.
Yeah.
And yet he still remembered that is what I wrote, and had to pass on a message. So that was just really, really super cute.
And it shows as well that he's more with it and stuff, because obviously he's got some sense of humour back, whereas before obviously there wasn't really anything, because he didn't really have the energy to.
No. They are looking either tonight, if there's a bed tonight, or if not tomorrow, they're looking at moving him back to the ward that he was on for 1, 2, 3 and a bit days before he went down to intensive care. So like, that's how much progress he's made in 24 hours. Obviously, if he does deteriorate, they will just send him straight back. That's perfectly fine. That's what they do with me. So it's not like they're saying, look, go home, come back if you feel poorly. They're going to be keeping him in, keeping an eye on him, and making sure he gets back up to full strength, because obviously Mum's disabled as well. So they need to be in a position where they can both cope being at home in a manageable sort of way. And if not, then obviously they'll need to arrange a package of care for them to help out, even if it's just in the short term, whilst like they're still building up with his strength. But at the moment, obviously, they'll just keep him in and doing it there.
Yeah, obviously they need to be able to make sure that he's well enough to look after himself as much as he can. So.
Yeah.
Am I whistling when I speak?
I hear it.
Okay, that's cool. It's in my head then. It's just that I can hear whistling.
Not me. I don't know. I rang Oxygen this morning. Last night I wrote it on my hand, ring 02. Yeah, I did it with a marker pen.
Again?
It was the only pen I had up here. So now I've got ring 02 in huge capitals across my hand until it'll come off.
If somebody asks about it, just say that you're like doing a play, and that you need to ring the Wizard of Oz, so that...
It could be one of 3 things. Go into the O2 arena, ring in O2, the phone company, or ring in Oxygen.
Or the Wizard of Oz. Jeez, babe.
Ring Oz. That would make me sound like I'm having a mental breakdown and probably get me resectioned.
Yeah.
Clearly someone doesn't want me home.
In my defence, the note that you put on the door the other day saying Oz is in the back garden, every time I see that, I'm like, what are you on about?
O2.
O2. Literally every time. Your 2s look like Lil Zeds.
My 2s are quite curly on the corners.
No, it looked like
See?
a Lil Zed.
Whereas Zeds are quite like douche, douche, douche. Oh my god. I wish I never introduced her to Lee Evans at all. The things you like wish you'd never done. Like buy her cows with
They don't
horns.
suit you. They look better on me. Now we know what you'd look like with rainbow hair. Like with bright rainbow hair. Let's move your fringe out of the way.
It's just as short as my fringe.
Oh my gosh, look at you. I don't know how I feel about this.
No, and it's pinching my ear.
Oh.
Between my earrings, Oxygen, and my glasses, it was all getting tangled up. But anyway, I think it's like gone midnight now. I was getting a bit...
It's really not.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, good, because I've got receipts.
It's 11:48.
So,
quick,
I need to get these receipts in. So thanks for coming on a day with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Never mind.
Good night.